Welcome back, traders and investors. We have Sheldon McIntyre on the line. He is founder of the 360 Virtual Investor. Sheldon, how you doing today?
Doing well, Joel, and yourself?
Doing good here on this Tuesday here. A good sports night in Detroit. Last night's kind of making up for my football Saturday, but we won't go into that. Before we get started on the general markets, could you just tell us about the 360 Virtual Advisor and what people can expect from that site?
Sure, not a problem. Basically, it's directed towards market professionals, whether they're beginners, intermediate, or advanced. It's not an educational service. If you're looking for an educational service, it's not that. I don't run courses or have training manuals per se. Really, it is providing ideas, stock trading ideas, also trading ideas on just the global capital markets in general, as well as general market commentary. I try to bring a different perspective on the markets, looking at macro charting, as well as a unique approach to trading stocks. It's a very mechanical approach. It's in real time. Doesn't have a chat room, but it's been highly successful so far.
Okay, now Dennis is coming at me, and he is saying that you were tweeting out yesterday about GoPro, and it was being up 25%, and it is now a candidate for the 8-week rule. Can you discuss the 8-week rule?
Sure. Well, it's not my rule. It's a
Okay.
rule that William O'Neill talks about quite a bit. And basically, it's when a stock rises at 20% or more within 2 to 3 weeks after the breakout, which obviously in the case of GoPro last was only a couple of days. What you do is you kind of put it aside and hold it for at least 8 weeks, and see what it does from there. The idea behind that is, a stock that can do that, break out and rally 20% or more in such a short period of time, there's a high probability that it will build on those gains and end up being, a major market leader.
So this is a potential. So you're still encouraging the upside then in this thing.
Yeah, yeah.
Wow, wow. Ace would be proud of you there, but as we know, as we know from this market, I mean, once these momentum stocks get going, sometimes there's nothing stopping them. And I think they had a one report out already, and it was pretty good. So I guess shorts are scrambling for cover, and perhaps with the 8-week rule, William O'Neill, you definitely mentioning a professional there, so we'll keep an eye on that. Let's go just to the general market here, and we've just been discussing this with a couple of our other guests here. Just the consolidation. I mean, the S&Ps are coming up on triple witch, so the cash and the futures are trading at the same price. But what are you making at this consolidation dancing in and above the 2000 level? Is there anything that would tell you that this is not a consolidation, just to move higher?
It looks like just consolidation at this point. I mean, one of the things I look at on an intraday basis is the 60-minute cloud support, and really the S&P 500 and any pullback that it's seen this over these last few trading days has held that support and bounced. In fact, yesterday, if you take a look at the intraday tick chart, I mean, it rained negative ticks almost all day long, and they were not able to drop this market. I mean, it continued to hold on the 60-minute cloud chart. In terms of the overall market and the S&P, my biggest concern and something I've been articulating to my clients is really two things. First of all, the leading index on a relative basis has been the NASDAQ. But yet at the same time, the underlying breadth in terms of the percentage of stocks trading above the 200-day moving average has been hovering around only 50% for a couple of weeks, well, 3 weeks now. And that is not what you want to see when an index is not only leading the market, but also printing new bull market highs. The second thing is that you don't have the micro, the small, or the mid caps participating in this new push into bull market highs. So, that's something that I think is holding the market back at these levels, but I'm not ready to throw in the towel in terms of, the market's going to fall off a cliff or anything. I think what you need to look at mostly are the small caps and whether the percentage of stocks on the Nasdaq falls in above the 200-day falls in the 40% or the 30% range, then you'll start looking at situation what happened in 2007, and then the potential for the market to really roll off is definitely there. I mean,
Are you finding any value still? We talked a
oh
little.
yeah,
Yeah, we
I'm
okay.
not
Well,
a value investor. I'm a
uh,
growth momentum trader, and those are the stocks that I traffic in. And there's definitely stocks setting up.
okay.
There's less of them, but there still are,
Could you
and
can
there
you
most of the consolidations are constructive.
okay? Could you get a few stocks that are on your buy radar still?
Yeah, sure, I can give you a couple. Um, I'm looking at SLXP, for example, GMCR.
Did you say Salix Pharmaceuticals?
Yes,
Okay,
yes.
consolidation, stock near up all-time highs, or they have something in the pipeline, or you just like the chart?
Well, I like the chart. There's rumors about it's in with regards to potential takeover target that has to relate with BRX and AGN. That I'm falling slightly, but I like how the chart's setting up. GMCR is very similar. Has pulled back a little bit over the last 2 weeks, but on increasingly light volume. I like how that's setting up. UBNT is another one that
And how about, is there anything that, oh, look at that consolidation here, and what's that, Ubiquity Networks here. Well, if it breaks 45, you got an out here, but someone's definitely has a major opinion there. That's a nice looking chart. Anything that you've been taking profits in lately?
yes. Well, I'm heading on vacation later this
Where
week,
you
so
going?
I'm not gonna. I never leave my money to the forces of the market when I'm not on the trade desk. So I've taken profits in Petrobras, for example, PBR,
Okay,
AKS, the steel company.
okay.
Will be looking at taking profits. I will actually, not for my clients, but for myself, I will be taking profits in GoPro, GPRO. I will be taking profits in BDSI also before I leave.
So will you get totally flat, or do you just lighten up on some of these high flyers because you don't come back and see them cutting quarter, cutting half, or do you get everything flat or not?
Uh, yes, for my personal accounts, I will be flat.
Really? And
Yes, I don't have any problem with that. It's something that I've done for since I really started in the business. I mean, I've had moments at the beginning where I did leave my money to the forces of the market, particularly at this time of the year, and I paid the consequences for that. And that does play into my decision making. Is that we are in September, and there's a lot of geopolitical slash economic slash political issues spinning around the world that I don't feel like I need to do that. I'm up over 60% for the year, so I don't need to leave my
how
market
much did you say you
money
were
there.
up?
Excuse
Six?
me?
You said 6% or
60.
60%?
Yeah.
Wow. That I would be taking profits too. So you're up this a great amount. You get flat, and then you come back, and then you just have to reapply all your mechanics
Yeah.
and systems, and just get back in the market again, or
Yeah.
pick points where it just kind of flushes your mind out here, and you get flat, then you come back. How long are you going on vacation for?
10 days.
Okay, where you going?
I'm actually going to the Mecca for children at Disney World.
Oh, good for you.
Taking my daughter, 8-year-old daughter there.
Oh,
So
that's a
it should be a
great
good
place.
time.
Well, good for you. So, all right, so you'll be flat, so you don't have to worry about any of your positions. I think that's a
No.
great way to play it.
I think that my view is this: once you have a family and you go on vacation, you should be focused on your family, and that's how I approach it. For my clients, I will still hold some positions. For example, I went short the Treasury market late last week, and a couple of these other larger holdings like GPR, BDSI. I will maintain those holdings. Also, Facebook, Baidu. I will keep those holdings also for clients.
Okay, and what about this Apple event? Do you play these events at all? Do you like to sit on the sidelines and watch other people get chewed up? How do you play it?
Well, I will be on the sidelines. I don't do it to watch other people get chewed up. But, but it should be interesting. I think it's an important day for Tim Cook. I think that more than anything, he's going to be offering a big sigh of relief when his presentation's over. I think everybody's been waiting for this moment since he stepped into the CEO office. I'm excited to see what they have. I'm heading to the United States for 10 days. Maybe I'll be able to find something I like and pick up in one of the Apple stores. But other than that, I won't be trading it at all.
Oh, really? Okay. All right. Well, the markets are open here, and S&Ps are just hanging out at this 2,000 level. I mean, not everyone's going on vacation, Sheldon, but there's a lot of people that are tempted to take some profits in the markets. What words of advice do you have before you go to Disney World?
Stay mechanical, stick with your rules. I would not be running on margin. My suggested trade risk for clients is fully invested but not margin. And stay mechanical. Your stops get hit, you get out. Use your trailing stops. If they're hit, get out. And be selective in your stock selection process. Don't bend the rules at this point. That's what I would have to say.
Okay. All right. Sheldon McIntyre, founder of the 360 Virtual Advisor, having one heck of a year here so far. Also sticking on the GoPro train, but it's showing a little bit of caution here at the market based on his technical indicators. Sheldon, have a great time there. Go to, I haven't ever been there, but Blizzard Beach. Are you planning on going there? That's like the major water park. That's on my bucket list. Are you planning on going there?
Yeah, I believe that's on the itinerary that my wife has defined for me. So
Okay, that's a good wife there. Okay, thank you, Sheldon. We'll talk to you again soon. Say hi to
you
Mickey
bet.
and
Take care,
Donald for
guys.
us.